What's going on, everyone? Watch the麦克老师. Today, we're going to experiment and find out conclusively, can you learn English or any other language while you sleep? What? Honestly, any teacher that would recommend this method must be crazy. Huh? Or at least extremely arrogant. I mean, so apparently at a couple Swiss universities, they did this experiment with some German speakers. They took two groups of people, gave them some Dutch to German word pairs at 10 p.m. One group was told to go to sleep, the other group to stay awake, but both of them listened to an audio version of the Dutch-German word pairs they were just exposed to. At 2 a.m. they woke the sleeping group up and got the other group back in. And what did they find? The article says the sleeping group did significantly better at recalling the words they'd learned at 10 p.m. This is an unbelievable finding. There are a few other studies out there where people did the same thing with learning Japanese, and again they found the same thing. This can't be real though, can it? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna try this myself with my target language, Spanish. The question you might have is, can I just listen to a bunch of words which I've never heard before and have no idea what they mean and learn another language? Probably not. The more I've been learning about sleep, I found that there's a time between when you're totally awake and when you're totally asleep, where your brain waves are really active.
There are these four primary brainwave states. Beta is what you and I are in right now, we're awake. Delta is when you're fast asleep. In between those two states, theta and alpha, are extremely important brainwave states for learning. So theta is the state right in and out of sleep. Theta is the state that we call creativity.
I can't tell you how many great ideas I've had right before I go to bed. Next morning comes, I can't remember anything. And that might be where we can learn language while sleeping.
Alpha is the state of learning, accelerated learning. It's a state of relaxed awareness. This is a state we go into when we meditate. That's where information is just going inside your mind.
I'm gonna try this on myself. Is it gonna make me fluent? Of course not. For that, I'm gonna need to practice. Is it gonna help me build a vocabulary and remember words and phrases? We're gonna find out starting tonight. Now, as far as resources go, I've found this thing called 3 Minute Spanish. He says stuff in English, and then he says it in Spanish. Lots of new words, and then using those words in phrases and sentences. If you're targeting English, there's lots of videos out there, like on my channel you could listen to, or other YouTube channels like Zen English, where they have videos specifically designed for you to listen and learn English while you sleep. Let's find out if we can truly learn a language while we sleep. Hey guys and gals, real quick, if you're studying English all by yourself and you're looking for other ways to learn English cheaply, quickly, and in a fun and interesting way, make sure you check out the Elsa Speak app. I'm sure by now everyone's heard about ChatGPT and all these crazy AI softwares coming out. You might be thinking soon AI is going to help us learn foreign languages. The Elsa Speak app already has been doing this. It can listen to your pronunciation, your intonation, and tell you where you are making mistakes. The Elsa Speak app is like the Swiss Army knife of English learning apps. Don't believe me? Let's check it out. There are a lot of games like unscrambling words, not to mention video conversations. You could even use the listening function to try learning English while you sleep. For the sake of this demonstration, we could do pronunciation, intonation, or word stress. Let's try pronunciation first.
English is easy to learn.
English is easy to learn. Okay, 73%. I said English, not English, so you can see the EN is highlighted in red. And I said is instead of is, and the I and is highlighted red. Word stress. You can see the VER is where you should put the stress. Anniversary. Bang. Over 1,600 lessons, 40 different topics. There's all kinds of different certificates you can study like TOEFL and IELTS. There's a huge community, Discord chats, WhatsApp chats, Telegram chats. There's even a dictionary where you can listen to the native pronunciation of any English word. Again, like a Swiss Army knife. 4.8 stars from 63,000 people. Probably asking yourself, what's the catch? I've got two links below. The first one, you can download the Elsa Speak app and you can get a 7-day free trial for the Pro membership. Or if you just want to save money right now, the second link will give you the choice of 85% off a lifetime membership or 40% off a 1-year membership. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Alright, I'm just about to head to bed. It's about 11:30 at night. I got my Spanish in 3 minutes all queued up. It'd be awesome if it works. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be better at Spanish than I am right now. So, there you can see I went through all these lessons. So, Probably a good 30-40 minutes worth. I was only probably conscious for about 10 minutes, and I do remember some stuff. Also, last night I had crazy dreams, but I very, very rarely dream, and I don't think it was a coincidence. It's a little early. Let me wake up and think about it a bit. So I wrote down everything I could remember, which is delicioso, precioso, absolutamente, fantastico, la comida es muy delicioso. Para mí, which means for me, or I think that. I know that there was a lot more covered. That's all I can remember. I think what's happening here is this is stuff I've probably learned many, many years ago, maybe in high school, but I've totally forgotten. But now, I can just remember it. Second part of it is a lot of these words are very similar to their English counterparts, like fantastic and fantastico, delicious and delicioso. But if you would have asked me yesterday, how do you say the food is delicious, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you a sentence. That's how bad my Spanish is. Did I learn any new words? I guess maybe precioso, but now I know that it means beautiful. Not a bad start, you know? If this is legit and I could seriously learn 3, 4, 5 words or phrases every night over the course of a year or two, it's a lot of words. It's weird. I don't remember most of it, but the few things I do remember just seem very, very clear to me. I have to say this is very interesting to me. All right, it is night 2. I'm gonna just do 5 3-minute lessons, so it's only gonna run about 15 minutes. It takes me about 10-15 minutes to fall asleep. Es absolutamente extraordinario. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes, go to sleep, and see what I remember in the morning. Good night. Morning again. Trying to recall what I learned last night. A few words are coming to mind. More sentences than words. I think I must have fallen asleep pretty fast last night, like only 5 minutes. Not a lot's coming to me right now. I gotta get ready for school and talk about it more. Alright, so I had a shower, a little time to think about what I learned last night. I wrote down a few words. Day 2, eso, which just means that, aquí, which means here, and bueno, which means good, which are all words I knew before. And another word, perfecto, which again is just like English. I had no dreams, but I did wake up this morning thinking like, I can say a few like Spanish sentences now. Para mí es absolutamente perfecto aquí. To me, it's absolutely perfect here. So I don't know, I mean, it's definitely something. Again, I'm only 2 days in. Tonight I'm gonna try to go to bed a little bit earlier, try to see if I can spend a little more time, maybe like 15 minutes listening. All the words from yesterday are still perfectly in my brain. And also I'm naturally learning the grammar structure, or maybe remembering the grammar structure, which I've totally forgotten or I just never really knew in the first place. It requires very minimal effort on my part, and I'm getting something out of it. Para mí, eso es absolutamente perfecto. I'm just about to head to bed. Got all my lessons queued up, and I'm gonna try really hard to stay up and listen for 15 minutes, because last night I think I only listened to about 5 minutes. So I'm hoping for a better result tomorrow morning. Morning everyone. Day 3, or night 3 I should say, is in the books, and I tried really, really hard to not fall asleep for 15 minutes. I really wanted to go to sleep after about 5 to 10 minutes. I got a similar result as yesterday. Wrote down day 3 in my journal. But the main thing is waking up and just being able to speak in sentences that I heard. For example, es muy delicioso, pero no es muy bueno para mí. I think tonight I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit, try to find some more intermediate vocabulary, maybe words that I don't know. Try to see if I can learn some words that are completely new to me. I'm gonna let these lessons run all night.
El pollo aquí es delicioso. Una zanahoria means a carrot.
Good morning. Just cooking xiaomai, some eggs and sausage for breakfast. Trying to remember what I learned last night. It takes a while to come back. I fell asleep pretty quickly, so I saw this morning like all the lessons from Unit 5 to Unit 9 played through. So I must have been listening for a good couple of hours. There were some new words introduced like platano, banana. Para mí, los platanos aquí es muy delicioso. The sentence patterns are coming really easy to me. Just trying to think of other words. La mesa. And again, just being able to think in sentences and speak sentences is super, super important. I don't think those words came to me when I was listening unconsciously. Who knows? It's hard to tell. It was probably just that short time before falling asleep. But every morning there are always a few words and a few sentences that just stick in my mind. 2 in the afternoon. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a nap. So I thought I'd throw on the Spanish lessons and see what happens, because my brain's gonna probably enter that theta state. Who knows, maybe I'll learn more in the daytime with a light nap as opposed to at night when I'm in a deep sleep. I'll let you know very soon. It's now 3:15 and I fell asleep straight away. I don't remember anything, but when I woke up, I was still half asleep and it was still playing. I listened for a couple minutes while my brain was in that theta state. Picked up a few more sentences. Todo el mundo es siempre muy simpático aquí. So still learning stuff, but this time it was while I was waking up and not while I was going to sleep. We'll try more tonight. I'm off to bed one more night in the experiment to see if you can learn a language while you sleep. Morning. My voice sounds weird. Last night I listened to Unit 9, which is the last unit in the series I found. Wasn't quite as advanced as I thought it would be, but I did pick up quite a few words last night, as you can see in my day 5. A lot of them were pretty easy ones to remember, and I've learned before, like té is tea, café, coffee, pizza, pizza. Bunch of greetings like buenos noches, buenos dias, and hasta luego. It's really brought back the foundational stuff very, very quickly. So now I feel I can just continue this experiment on my own. I just need to find some more advanced material and add some new words, new phrases, new sentence structures, and build on the foundation that I now have after just 5 days. Pretty cool stuff. So in conclusion, can you learn a language while you sleep? Kind of. In my short experiment, I definitely learned a lot of things as I was falling asleep, things that I've retained, and I've noticed an instant improvement in my very basic Spanish. Did I learn anything while I was actually sleeping though? It's hard to say. More study in this area needs to be done. At the very least, I have to say I put very minimal time and effort in, and I still get a lot out of it. Don't forget to check out the Elsa Speak app in the 2 links below. Try a free trial of the Pro membership for a week, or click the second link and get huge discounts, 85% off a lifetime membership. That's all for today. Until next time, mantente seguro, mantente feliz, mantente saludable. Hasta luego.